Welcome back, guys, to Season 1, Episode 2 of the Graham Sports Network pregame show. Hope you guys enjoyed the first one. From the feedback we've been getting, it seems like you guys enjoy, so thank you guys for the support. But on this episode, we're going to interview Coach Colby Hill. He's a coach of the golf team, and we're actually going to ride around with him for a couple holes and see how he does. I was interested to see if there would be a little bit of pressure with the camera in his face, but stay tuned in for that one. I'm also going to show you guys a video. You guys have maybe seen it on some of our posts when I talk about a link tree. I have a video explaining exactly what that is, and it's a one-stop shop for all of our links, the NFHS, the Kicks Country, G-Men Radio, and other things. So I have a video explaining some of that. We'll go through the weekly schedule here at Graham High School, going over all of our teams, all the sporting events that are going on. We're actually going to look at the next 2 games for all of our sports. Then we'll have the Coach Palmer interview. We're going to talk a little bit about the Graham Beaver game, and then we're going to look into this next game against Galax. That will be Thursday. And then we're going to run down the Region 2D. We're going to look at scores from the Southwest District and the Mountain 7 last week, and we are going to look into the Mountain 7, their scores last week, and games that they're playing this week. So without further ado, here's a Colby Hill interview. All right, guys, we're here with Coach Colby Hill for the golf coach. We're going to spend a day with them, or not a day, maybe a hole or 2. But thanks for coming on the show, man.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
So, first question, how's the golf team looking so far?
Doing great. Off to a great start. Got about 7 different kids playing tournaments so far, and everybody's contributed. Everybody's played really well in the spots and kind of ham and egging it.
Yeah.
Well, when somebody's not having the best day, somebody else steps up and picks up their slack. So we've done well. We've won a few tournaments, had a few individual firsts so far as well. So it's been a really good start. Proud of them.
Awesome. So are you guys playing? Oh, y'all playing from the tips?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go see how he does. All right, Coach. So I believe you guys are 2 Southwest District matches down, 2 wins. What have you been most pleased with? Is it those kids stepping up, or what else?
Yeah, I've really been happy with stepping up, whether it's our 5 seed or our 6 seed coming in and shooting a score that we need that day, or the overall attitude of the team has been really good. Golf's one of those games; it's super mental.
Yeah,
and I think us as a team have been we've been in a really good headspace. Whether have a bad hole, we're not really getting down on ourselves. We kind of battled with that last year.
Yeah.
But just kind of keep a smile on our face, realizing we're playing golf. It could be a lot worse, and having fun and staying in the moment out there and just enjoying.
Yeah. And the big thing, y'all are playing really well, and you have no seniors.
Nope.
So everybody's coming back.
Yeah, we get everybody back. So that's great news. That's what you love to hear as a coach, have success and not lose anybody.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see how this second shot goes. You got a little bit, you got some trees in the way, but
a little tree trouble, but we'll see how it goes.
you got it. Nice, they got through there.
Yeah.
Good ball.
Thank you. Couldn't do much better there.
All right, Coach. So what's one thing you guys are trying to focus on as y'all are, I guess, about halfway through the season?
We've been focusing a lot on our short game around the greens, trying to save strokes, chipping and putting, really like 30 yards and in. I feel like we give a lot of strokes up around the greens, and that's a hard part of the game. It's the biggest difference between average golfers and your tour pros. So we've been focusing a lot on putting and hitting our lines and speed control and our feel around the greens. And it's worked. We usually spend probably 2 or 3 days a week at practice.
Yeah.
Solely working on that.
Yeah.
So that's the big area of focus right now.
Okay. All right. How many yards you got?
74.
Okay. Up and down for bird?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it.
Golly.
All right. So I'm sure as many of you guys know, Colby was one heck of a basketball player for Graham High School. So I'm glad we get to kind of shine a light on the past. Talk to us about the glory days, high school basketball, high school golf. You did play on the golf team too. Talk to us about some of those things.
Yeah, it was great. Played 4 years of varsity basketball. Only played 1 year of golf. Played football the other 3. But those were some of the most fun times I've had out on the basketball court with
with the guys. We had a really good group. Made a run our senior year. Made a couple runs throughout my 4 years, but super fortunate to have a really good team around me. Had Coach Carlock coaching us, running the ship. Learned a lot from him. He was a great guy to play for, but just a lot of success, and it's kind of continued for the basketball program. Really since then, since about 2012, we've had a really successful program. But I miss those days for sure, being out there.
And for those of you that don't know, he also coaches JV basketball. But I remember it was my senior year, and it was after you were in 8th grade. And after your middle school season ended, you came up and played JV. I remember scrimmaging you and Tony. And I remember all the seniors, and Corey. Just saw him. They won I think his crew won the race last night.
Did they?
I think so. And I remember all the seniors were talking. They're like, they're going to be a really good team. And you guys were, man.
Oh, yeah, had 3,000-point scorers, me, Tony, and Roman all on that same team. Yeah. So a lot of points, a lot of wins. So
yeah.
Hope it was a fun brand of basketball to watch for the people who would come out and watch it.
It was, we enjoyed it, man.
It was great. We had great support from the student body, from the community. Like, it was a really fun time to play basketball.
Yeah. Okay, you ready to go make a putt?
Let's do it.
Go. Birdie, the pressure don't get to him.
Needed it.
Great putt.
Thank you.
All right, so I thought the pressure might get to you with the camera in your face.
Yeah, I needed it.
Great birdie, man. So talk to us about college basketball. You went and played at Concord. I know you're a part of the team that won the district tournament.
Mountain East.
Yeah, Mountain East. I remember Rob Reed hitting that crazy three. Talk to us about those years, man. What did you learn and other things?
Learned a lot. I got to play under 2 head coaches. Kent McBride was the head coach when I came in. For my freshman year, he ended up taking another job, and Todd May took it over, and just learned so much about the game that you don't really think about in high school, and it's not always taught because you don't have the time. It's so much. That's one thing, is how much time you had to put in college between study hall and conditioning and weight room and open gym and individuals and everything. And you understand, you were there for a little part of it, but just learned a lot about the game. Had some good mentors, played with some really good players. Like you said, Rob, Terry Hopewell, Taylor Smith, Tommy Bolte led the NCAA. Non-division specific. Led all of divisions in the NCAA. So played with some really high IQ and skilled players.
Yeah, people think all the talent's at D1, but no, every division. Oh my gosh,
it's wild. The size and speed of the game is a whole nother level.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite memory from high school basketball?
High school basketball, the run we made senior year was awesome as a team standpoint. Came up about a game or two short from the state championship. Lost a heartbreaker. That run was fun. Individually, senior night, freshman year, playing Grayson, tie game. I don't remember. Probably 2, 3, 4 seconds left. Got a timeout. Coach Carlock draws one up, inbound to Corey. Quick little pitch back to me. Hit probably about a 24, 25 footer as time expires to win it.
Awesome.
Little me, like 6'1", 140 pounds, getting swamped by the student section. And
that's fun.
That was definitely one of my favorite memories.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's go hit another shot.
Let's do it.
All right, man. So you're putting, but let's do a little college sports pick'em. First game we got Texas and Michigan. Who do you think?
I think I got to roll with the Longhorns as much as I hate to say it. I don't know if Michigan's offense can keep up with them, and Michigan's defense can stop them at the rate they need to. So give me the Longhorns there.
How about Virginia Tech and Marshall?
It's another one that breaks my heart to say it. I think I got to roll with the Hokies.
Yeah.
They didn't have a good showing in week 1 against Vandy, but I think they bounce back and give it to Marshall.
Yeah. Okay.
Get up there. Thought that I made it.
All right, good par right there.
Par, actually.
Yeah, Birdie Park, man. No pressure for you.
No.
All right, so Tennessee, NC State. Who you thinking?
Give me the balls. Tennessee, Nico, quarterback.
Look
solid.
good.
Oh, yeah, looks really good. Probably one of the best in college football from what we've seen. So, rolling Tennessee.
To shift into the NFL, we got, I think, the season opener on Thursday, the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Yeah. It's a tough one. Let's go against the grain. Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens on opening night. Little Derrick Henry, Lamar action.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah. All right, last two NFL games. We got the Packers and the Eagles. Who you like?
Give me the Packers. Go against the grain again. I'd say they're the dog. But give me the Packers. Jordan Love. I like the way he slings the ball around. So give me the Packers.
We got, I think it's Monday Night Football. The 49ers and the Jets. Aaron Rodgers back. What you think?
That's a tough one. I really want to take the Jets, but I think we have to stick with the Niners. Let Aaron Rodgers get a few games in this system before fully start to back then. So I'll take the Niners.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, man, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for letting me walk around with you, man. Birdie par, no pressure for this guy. And I wish you better luck than Coach Sparks. 1-5 last week in Pick'em. So
I just need to.
Yeah, you got it, man. So, Coach, appreciate you, man. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for taking the time for and let me ride around with you for a couple holes. Birdie and par, not too shabby. No pressure gets to that guy. Make it out to one of these golf matches. They're doing really well. They're tied. They're in first place right now in the district, and the way it works is there are 6 teams in the district. If you get first place in a tournament, in a district tournament, you get 6 points. Second place, 5 points. Third place, 4 points. So on and so forth. And whoever has the most points at the end of the season wins the district crown. And they can automatically advance their entire team. They'll still play the district tournament, but they also get to automatically advance to the region tournament. So if they can get a couple more wins, they have a very good shot at doing just that. So thank you, Coach. Appreciate you. The next part we have is going to do the link tree video, which again is a one-stop shop for all of our links. If you ever are kind of scrambling on game day to find a link to watch the game, this is an easy way for you guys to find it. If you're looking for any of our other social media accounts, and this is also a place to find it. So we'll do that video. But before we do that, I just want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Swamp Fox Motorsports out of Princeton. We'll put all their information up right here again. Thank you guys for sponsoring this video. Thank you for supporting Graham Sports Network and supporting our athletic program in our school. Swamp Fox, I believe, will be out there Thursday doing shuttles. So at the football game at Mitchell Stadium. So thank you guys for doing that. Go ahead and call that number if you have any questions or you're interested in anything. But thank you to Swamp Fox, and we will get into the link tree video. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, if you weren't familiar with the link tree, we've mentioned it in a bunch of our posts over the past year. And it's kind of like the one-stop shop for all of our links, all the official links through Graham Sports Network that we'll use. But if you just pull up our main Facebook page and scroll down right here on the bio, and it's the same way with the phone, but you'll see this link called Linktree. If you just click on that, it's here's all of our links. All right, we've got the football radio through Kicks Country. We have Dylan Nash doing the Every Kick Counts campaign again. He did that last year. Sophia did a great interview with him last year. If you want to check that out and see what it's all about and maybe donate. We have the NFHS live stream here. If you have subscription and want to watch the games, here's an easy way to get there so you don't have to remember the link or anything. We also have our BSN team store. If you're interested in any merchandise or anything, any team apparel. We have GoFan tickets. We really don't see GoFan tickets come into play until I want to say we go play a team in West Virginia or maybe or like the playoffs for pretty much all of our sports. But I mean, we're going to leave it up, and it'll take you right to the Graham page. I can show you that again if you just click on it right here, the Graham High School page. And we see actually we have Bluefield and Pulaski County for football is already up. So we'll go back to the link tree. And then obviously we have our socials, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I don't believe you can put Instagram on here, or maybe I need to look back into that and see if I can put that on there. But if you're ever scrambling around last second trying to find the NFHS stream and you're trying to hunt for it, just go to our Facebook page. And again, it'll be the same way on your phone. There's just right here in our bio. If you just search us up and scroll down, you should see something that looks like Linktree. All right, so hopefully that answers a couple questions about live streams and radio links and anything. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on this video or message us on Facebook, and we'll answer any questions that you guys have. But before we get into the weekly schedule, I want to give a shout out to Visit Tazewell County. They're one of our sponsors for the videos this year. Shout out to them. I'll probably pull up something big over the screen for you guys to look out. They have a game day guide, and they highlight not just Graham, but all schools in the county, and their football teams and athletics and bands. And they also have a bunch of stuff that you can visit while you're in Tazewell County. They did a great job on this game day guide. I believe Jen Rayleigh took a lot of the pictures, and she did a phenomenal job as always. So check out the game day guide. We will post the link to this game day guide in the comments of this video if you want to go and check it out. Or you can go on Visit Tazewell County on their Facebook page and check out the game day guide. A lot of cool stuff in there. So be sure to check that out. And again, thank you to them for sponsoring these videos. So be sure to check that out. And next up, we're going to look at the weekly schedule, or it's actually the next 2 games or meets or matches, however you want to word it, for all of our sports. So here it is. Okay, so looking at the next 2 for all of our sports teams, we'll start out here with football. They take on Galax and George Witt the next couple weeks. Both of those will be at Mitchell Stadium. Obviously, we're playing Galax this Thursday, and George Witt will be next Friday. Both of them will kick off at 7 o'clock. So be sure to come on out, make it to some of these games. And we got competition cheer just around the corner, the 21st and the 28th. Still a couple weeks away, but these girls are going to crush it this year. Again, they're seeking a repeat. So wanted to get these schedules out there to you a little early so you can maybe mess around with your schedule, see if you can make it out to some of these competitions. As we go into the golf team is currently in first place in the district, so they're playing really well. As Coach Hill was saying earlier in the video, got a lot of kids stepping up when they need to, and it's such a mental game, but they're hanging in there. They're playing very, very well so far this year. So they head to Clear Creek, which is in Bristol, on the 11th, and head to Tazewell Country Club on the 19th. Both of those will be Southwest District matches, and they'll both be at 4:30. So try to make it out there. You guys can rent a card if you want, and just drive around and watch some good golf. Going to volleyball on the 9th and the 11th, couple games next week. On the 9th, they'll be traveling to Galax. JV will be at 6 and varsity at 7. And then on the 11th, they'll be at Graham Middle School. Same time, JV at 6 and varsity at 7. Try to make it out to the Graham Middle School game next week on the 11th, and support the volleyball teams. And then we have cross country. On the 7th, they're headed to Salem, Virginia, which is this Saturday, for the night crossing meet. That'll be at 9 a.m. And then a couple Wednesdays after that, on the 18th, they'll be headed to Galax for the Maroon Tide Invitational. I encourage you guys to get out there, support all these teams. Best of luck to everybody. Safe travels to everyone going to and from all their sporting events the next week, or really just the entire season. All right, so there's your next 2 games for all of our sports teams. Be sure to come out to some of these games and support these athletes, support these student athletes. Lot of great competition, great games going on throughout our school. So be sure to try to make it to some of these games. And speaking of student athletes, we also want to give a shout out to Alana Hamady. For those of you that did not see this past week, she was named the Graham Sports Network Student Athlete of the Month for the month of August. We'll give those awards out towards the end of the month, and it's going to be based on excellence in the classroom and excellence on the field, the course, the court, whatever on the mat, whatever it might be. Alana has a rigorous course load, and she's been excellent on the golf course as well. And I know there's so many kids that are deserving, and we're going to hopefully shine a light on all these kids. I mean, that's our big mission, is to shine a light on this school and shine a light on so many of our athletes and students in one way, shape, or form, whether it be a student athlete spotlight video with Sophia or some kind of graphic that we do. Also, shout out to Sophia for doing the Ella Dell's interview. It was a great job. Ella's a heck of a student athlete here at Graham High School, and we're anticipating rolling those out once a week. So I think we're actually going to record our next student athlete spotlight today, and hopefully roll that out on Monday. So thank you to them and all the hard work the Graham Sports Network team does. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hear about Coach Palmer's thoughts from last Friday against Grand Beaver and some things that are going to be worked on in practice for this upcoming week. All right, Coach, thanks for coming back on the show, man. What are your overall thoughts about Friday?
I think we did extremely well defensively, but usually at this point of the year, the defense is ahead of the offense. We got a lot of work to do offensively to make us a complete football team.
Yeah. Anything in particular stand out that you guys did a good job of?
Yeah, defending. I mean, we for 4 quarters, we did a great job. I think they had 59 yards total offense, so that's pretty impressive for our defensive side of the ball.
Yeah. Any players stand out to you?
Mari Hill did well. Josh Sear, Ubreno. Basically, that whole front 7 really played well. Gabe Lilly is a joint effort.
Yeah. So with all the hype of Grand Beaver, how different is it on a game like this? It's going to be a little bit quieter, obviously, because it's not Grand Beaver, but how different is it?
Well, a lot of time nerves come into play for some of the kids during the Grand Beaver game. But, as the game goes on, you start to lose those pregame jitters or those butterflies that you may have, and then you're able to play football. So during this game, it's a possibility, that we can come out and be ready to play.
Yeah. So what are a couple things you guys are focusing on in practice today or this week?
Just execution offensively. Defensively, we seem like we're pretty solid right now, but we got to get better there too. So it's going to be a joint effort to try to improve, and all 3 phases of the game, which is offense, defense, special teams. So we're just trying to get better.
How does a short week affect your game plan and all the preparation?
Well, it puts everything up a day for us. So today was actually our hump day, which is Tuesday. Normally it's Wednesday and walk through Thursday, play Friday. So today we had our hump day today. It's going to be a walkthrough on Wednesday and then play Thursday. So everything's just up a day.
All right, you got any keys to Thursday night?
We got to execute on a line of scrimmage, be able to run the football and play solid defense.
Okay. All right, Coach. Good luck, man. Looking forward to seeing y'all.
Thank you, Coach G-Man.
And as always, Coach, thank you, man, for taking the time out of your day to sit down with me for a couple minutes and talk some football. I appreciate you very much. So with our final sponsor, Andrew Scruggs, shout out to him. We will put all of his information here. Thank you for sponsoring these videos. If you have any kind of legal needs or anything like that, call this number, reach out to him. He's at a lot of these games too if you haven't met him. So give him a call if you need any help with any kind of legal needs. Scruggs, man, we appreciate you. Thank you very much for sponsoring this video. And we're just going to go ahead and move right into breaking down the region. We're going to look again at scores from week 1 in the Southwest District of Mountain 7. And we're going to look at upcoming games for week 2 in the Southwest District of Mountain 7, which is our Region 2D. And we can kind of see maybe how some records are going, where teams are sitting in the standings. So we'll do that next. Okay, so in the Southwest District for week 1, here are the results. We have the Graham G-Men beating the Bluefield Beavers 10-0, bringing Graham to 1-0 on the year. Lebanon beat Honaker 35-16, bringing Lebanon up to 1-0. Marion lost to Chilhowie 13-39. Richland lost to Gate City in a Southwest District Mountain 7 matchup. Richlands lost 0-20, and then Virginia High won in, I believe, overtime over Patrick Henry 35-28, bringing Virginia High to 1-0. And Tazewell had a bye week last week. As we shift into the Mountain 7 scores from week 1, we have Union beating Lehigh 47-0. We have the Y Central Warriors losing to Eastside 21-22. We have Abingdon beating John Battle 42-6. That was a Mountain 7 matchup, as was the Union Lee game. Gate City beat Richlands 20-0, as we mentioned, and Ridgeview beat J.I. Burton 52-0. Okay, so the upcoming week, Southwest District Week 2 games, we have the 1-0 Graham G-Men taking on Galax. That'll be on Thursday night. The theme will be Hawaiian/beach night, so students be sure to dress the part and be loud for our team. Lebanon, 1-0 Lebanon Pioneers will be taking on Patrick Henry on Friday, and Virginia High, who just beat Patrick Henry, will be taking on John Battle. That'll be Southwest District Mountain 7 matchup once again. And then we move on over to the second slate of games. We have Tazewell, who had a bye week last week. They are traveling to Riverheads. If I'm not mistaken, Riverheads made it to the state finals last year, their first year in AA. Riverheads is a very talented team. They either made it to the state championship or state semis. I want to say state championship, and ultimately lost to Radford last year. But Riverheads had spent many years in single A and won many state championships in a row, and they continue the success in AA, making it to the state championship last year. So that'll be a test for Tazewell as they make the long trip out there. We have Marion versus Central Wise. Again, that'll be a Southwest District versus a Mountain 7 matchup. And then we have Union traveling to Richlands on Friday night. So if you want to go get your eyes on Union and Richlands, see what they have to offer, that'll be Friday night. And I'm sure a lot of people will be there to maybe keep our eyes out on Union. And as we shift to the Mountain 7 games, as the first two that you guys can see, we already mentioned Union will travel to Richlands, and the Central Wise Warriors will host Marion on Friday night. Abingdon, who they're in the Mountain 7, they're technically 3A, so they don't really play a part in the playoffs for Graham in Region 2D at the 2A level, but we're still going to put them in because it's a Mountain 7. But Abingdon will take on Christiansburg on Friday night at Christiansburg High School. The next slate we have, as we mentioned before, John Battle, Mountain 7 team versus Virginia High, Southwest District team. That'll be at Virginia High. We have Gate City heading to Middlesboro High School. They are out of Kentucky. So that game will be Friday night. That one will be at 7:30. And then we have Ridgeview and Grundy going against each other, and we have the Lehigh Generals going against the Thomas Walker Pioneers, and that will round out the upcoming games for week 2. All right, and if you've made it this far in the video, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. Again, let me know anything you guys don't care for, some things that you guys might like to see. I think this is going to kind of be the setup that we do for these pregame shows. So feel free to share your thoughts and comments in the comment section of this post. Also, good luck to Coach Hill and the golf team, and good luck to Coach Hill in the sports pick'em. All he has to do is win 2. Coach Sparks did not have a great outing first week on this show. We want to thank the Graham Sports Network team. Thank you all for your support. And We also want to give another shout out to our sponsors, Visit Tazewell County, Swamp Fox Motorsports, and Andrew Scruggs Law Office in downtown Bluefield, Virginia. Thank you all for sponsoring these videos. And we will see you guys Thursday. Got a big one against Galax Thursday night at 7 o'clock. The theme is Hawaiian Beach Night. So students, if you're watching this, be sure to dress up as you guys go in the student section. And we'll close out with the new student section etiquette video we made. We'll play that on here, and then we will get into the closing. So I will see you guys next week. Go G-Men.
What's up, Graham Nation? Friday Night Lights are back.
Let's go over student section etiquette.
Rule number 1, seniority rules.
Seniors in the front,
Juniors behind them, then sophomores.
freshmen in the back.
Rule number 2, be loud but be respectful.
Yeah! Rule number 3, dress the part. This Thursday's theme will be Hawaiian Beach Night.
Rule number 4, Graham has no tolerance for the big 5.
No fighting, no drugs, no alcohol, no e-cigarettes, or no tobacco. Rule number 5, pick up and throw away all your trash.
Rule number 6, stay classy, G-Men. No profanity, we're only kids.